So wild bar, boy.
We are live, brother. We are live.
Well, hello. You know what time it is?
Man, let's go ahead and get this. Let's go ahead and get it turned up. Shot it early in the morning. I played this song 47 times today. 47, and it's gonna get played 47 more. 47 times. Shot. Let me go ahead and press record.
Which one is that?
But I turn it up.
Trap guard started this trap shit, you need to thank me. The nigga hit some belly,
I done played this song 47 times.
My youngster shot somebody up.
And it's so wild because it was so much of that on the last playlist. It will be very little of that on this playlist.
Now we see what he think.
I heard you coming to the neighborhood play this song.
Gucci went crazy last week.
I call that wish for thanking. Please don't take another step.
It's amazing how much music he actually does put out.
All the time. Plus he's building this label. He really
just never stops.
Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to give y'all a couple minutes to come on in. Saturday morning live. Hey.
I'm bearing money every day. I need another shovel. There's an angel on my shoulder and a devil on the other one. Some whites and the widows and my gun.
How y'all feeling out there today? How y'all feeling out there today? Dan, what's good? How y'all feeling out there today? Interesting week in sports we have. Interesting week in sports. Rod, what's good? What's good, Rod? Come on in, people. Come on in. It's on my shit.
Yeah, make sure we sound all right. Can y'all tell us my sound was weird here for a minute? That's the reason y'all see this confused look on my face.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all can hear us. You should be able to hear us.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah. I couldn't get it here for a minute. I could not figure out what was going on.
I don't know if you're
life.
talking into your microphone. I don't know if you have it to the microphone or if you have it towards your headphones.
Nah, my microphone says Yeti.
Okay.
Something is weird.
Anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Saturday Morning Live. Y'all know how it is. We here to pick games and bet beers. How you feeling, man? I'm your co-host, Reggie.
I'm your co-host, Norwood. Another even week. I guess we about 50-50 damn near every week. This should be interesting, though. I want to see how we do this time.
Yeah. We got a lot of games on the docket this week, man. Dang, Georgia doesn't play this week? They play Missouri. Oh, yeah, you got them up there. A lot of college football games.
Nobody care about that game?
Nobody cares about Florida. Come on, man.
It's Georgia, Missouri, man. Nobody cares about Missouri. Don't.
Who y'all play?
We play Sunday versus Eastern Washington. Nobody cares about that game either.
Nobody cares about that game because y'all in it. Anyway,
let's get to the shits, man. I see where we're gonna be today. I see where we're gonna be.
So y'all know how it is. Let me go ahead and put this at the bottom. If y'all want to bet beers, y'all let us know. Go ahead and put the splash cast at the bottom.
This is a brave week. This is a brave week. It's a lot of close teams. Before
we get started, we want to send thoughts and prayers out to everybody affected by Hurricane Ian over the
Absolutely.
weekend. If you have family that was affected, everyone, you got in contact with everyone. So T's and P's to everybody affected.
Absolutely. Also, R.I.P. Coolio.
Somebody owe him some beer, somebody says. He said somebody owe. But with that said, where you want to start? College? You want to start with these college games?
Yeah, let's get through the college games and get to the pros.
All right, man. Michigan versus Iowa at Iowa.
We start right into a game where you're like, I don't know what to do with this.
It's Alliance football.
I guess you probably have to go with Harbaugh because he's pretty good against everybody who's not Ohio State. That's my thought process on this one. I really don't think that they can afford to take this loss.
At Iowa?
But this is a game that Iowa will somehow find out how to win.
Iowa is 3-1, dog. They did lose, and they lost to Iowa State at the end, of the game, 10-7. Their defense has not allowed more than 10 points all season, and they're at home.
I told you these games are tricky. They're one of those unranked teams that is probably should be ranked.
Michigan, the Big Ten is interesting. Like, my head is telling me Michigan. My heart is telling me Iowa would just figure it out. But I can't go against Michigan, so I'm going to go Michigan.
Okay. Next, another one, this is a trick bag. Kentucky versus Ole Miss.
The number 7 versus the number 14 game. Number 7 Kentucky versus number 14 Ole Miss. Ole Miss is at home. Ole Miss is playing world beater football right now. They have a strong running game. They have Lane Kiffin, offensive coordinator, out there, and head coach who's just a guru. But an interesting game they came. So they beat Troy 28-10. They beat Central Arkansas 59-3. They beat Georgia Tech 42-0. That's when people started to pay attention to Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss down there. And then they struggled against Tulsa 35-27 at home against Tulsa. So, but I've never been a believer in Kentucky either, ever. I do not believe in Kentucky football. I do not do it.
I'm 100% going with Kentucky.
Really? At home?
Yeah.
You know what? Selfishly, I need Kentucky to win so that when Georgia blows them out, it looks better for Georgia, because there are only real them in Tennessee.
That's the reason I'm kind of in the same boat. If we're gonna lose to Kentucky, then I need them to win.
All right, we going Kentucky. You going Kentucky?
Yeah, I mean, I also just think Kentucky's a better team. So,
are you willing to bet
easy
that
for me? Am I willing to bet?
Mm-hmm.
I take a 6-pack on Kentucky.
Oh no, I'm just saying if somebody wants to bet us, I'm willing to match that bet too.
You was asking me. I was like, I sure will.
I'm willing to match that bet too. But playing at home, man. Next game.
You sure you don't want Ole Miss?
No, I'm not betting on a Rebel. Oklahoma at TCU. TCU trick bag. They're not that good, I don't think. No, they're 3-0.
Yeah, this would be a do not bet for me. I would stay far and far away from this game. And
Oklahoma just lost to Kansas State.
Yep. They might be on a losing trend. Certain teams don't always bounce back from that L. And I think that they're one of those teams that could definitely fall into that.
If they still had Gary Patterson, I would say maybe, but I'm taking Oklahoma on that one.
I'm taking TCU, but I'm not betting that one.
What's the point of you taking TCU?
Because that's who I think is going to win.
Purdue at Minnesota. I've learned my lesson. Minnesota crapped on Michigan State, so I am going Minnesota in this game.
Yeah. This is another excuse me. I thought that was Kansas. Oh, this is still not bad, though, because Texas Tech played Texas very good last week. That's Texas Tech versus Kansas State.
I'm taking Kansas State at home. I'm taking Kansas State at home because Texas Tech can beat them now, but I'm taking Kansas State at home.
You want to bet that one?
Yeah, I'll take Kansas State for a 6-pack.
Norwood takes Texas Tech. I'll definitely take Texas Tech. Oregon State versus Utah.
Utah. At home, taking Utah.
You sure you don't want Oregon State?
No, I don't want no Oregon State.
Yeah, I'm a Utah believer. So, Bama versus Arkansas. This is a trap game. And in Arkansas too.
after Arkansas tricked the game off against Texas A&M. Because technically Arkansas should be undefeated. But Arkansas against the number 1 or number 2 ranked teams, no matter the coach, typically get blown out. It's hard to pick against Bama, especially an angry Bama. It's really, really hard to pick. Man, my eyes are red. It's really, really hard to pick against an angry Bama that is on a mission. So I'm probably going to go Bama in this one. And I don't think it's going to be close. I don't think it's going to be close at all.
Yeah, I think that they're gonna. I think they're gonna destroy them.
I want to go for the former coach for Georgia, offensive line coach Sam Pittman, but I can't do it. So I'm going Bama. We are live. Did you type that? I don't think we are live.
Yes, look at the Instagram. But next we have Ohio State versus Rutgers. I'm pretty sure that everybody in the world is picking Ohio State. I don't know why you would pick another team, especially Rutgers. Oklahoma State versus Baylor.
Oh.
Yep. Exactly. My sentiments. Exactly.
I don't know. Probably taking Oklahoma State.
Baylor. It's in Waco.
Oh, it's in Waco? I'm taking Baylor. 100%.
Yeah, I think so too. I think home gets them home.
Yep.
I want to take Oklahoma State, but that home thing. Northwestern versus Penn State. Penn State, please do not play yourself. Wake Forest versus Florida State. Very evenly matched game.
Probably going Florida State.
I'm going Wake.
6-pack.
Done.
Iowa State and Kansas.
Wait, we already covered that one. Next game up is Texas A&M versus Mississippi State.
No, we did Kansas State and Texas Tech. We didn't, but that's fine. Texas A&M and Mississippi State. I'm going Mississippi State. I'm going Mississippi State for the upset.
6?
No.
I
gotta make it through the pros.
Sure?
I gotta make it through the pros.
Oh, man, let's go ahead. Bet them up.
Oh, sorry for that. For those, the IG stream went down for some reason. Don't know why, but appreciate y'all for tuning in on Twitch or YouTube or Facebook. That's why we broadcast everywhere. So appreciate y'all. Where we at?
UGA versus Missouri. Everybody's picking UGA.
UGA, Missouri. I'm going UGA. North Carolina State, Clemson. Top 10 battle.
At Clemson. Death Valley got to do it.
I think this is a really close game.
Me too.
I think this is another Clemson Wake Forest game.
And I think that both teams are probably closer to 9-10 than 4-5.
4-5.
Yes, I think both teams are pretty much right neck and neck, and Clemson is 5. I think that the two teams are probably right next to each other, but I think they're 9-10, just not 4-5, if that makes sense.
I'm going Clemson.
Me too.
I'm going Clemson. Georgia Tech, Pittsburgh. I don't care.
Pitt whoops Georgia Tech.
USC, Arizona State. USC
whoops them.
USC got to get that defense together.
This will be the game to do it. Oregon versus Stanford.
Hey man,
Oregon.
Stanford is always a tough out.
I thought about that. I did. You saw me kind of hesitate. I was like, ugh.
Stanford is always a tough out, man. I'm probably gonna go Oregon because they're at home. I think Dan Lanning has that defense. They've kind of figured it out. Who took ASU? Wow. Rod, you take an ASU for a 6? Rod, let us know if you take an ASU for a 6 against USC.
You know what? I'm gonna let AJ get the first one because that's his team.
AJ and Rod, y'all making a 6-pack bet.
Yeah.
USC versus
Now, if you're open to multiples, then we will take you. We'll take the bet as well. But we're honorable men here, and if you gonna bet somebody, we give you the guy who's gonna bet on this team.
He said Ducks.
Oh yeah, we all taking the Ducks for sure.
Yeah, we all taking the Ducks. Yeah. Iowa State versus Kansas. Kansas is undefeated. Oh.
Yep.
He said put 6 on
Well,
both.
And
right.
There it is.
All
Well,
right.
thank you, my friend.
So you're betting AJ. You're betting us.
Yeah. Verse.
We don't appreciate that.
Yeah,
Remember,
definitely appreciate that donation to the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Without you, none of this will be possible.
Go ahead and put that in the notes right now.
When we look back over, the beach and we see one set of footprints, we know that's when you carried us. Thanks, man. Oh man,
where we at? Kansas versus Iowa State. Kansas is undefeated. And
I'm going Jayhawks.
Iowa State. I want the Jayhawks to stay undefeated. I want them.
Me too.
I want them to be as undefeated as far as they can go. So go Kansas.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be something if Kansas and Kansas State meet each other like in the top 10? That's 90s. That's Michael Bishop era. You remember Michael Bishop?
Michael Bishop. Boy, up there it is. Everybody's in.
Everybody's in on the 6-pack. Not 12. AJ said 12-pack. All right. Who else we got? We got Cal, Washington State. Washington State after the collapse to Oregon. I think their season is gonna be made right here. If they lose, they're gonna go down the tubes. If they win, they may be able to salvage their season because that was a big blown win against Oregon. To allow 30 points in the fourth quarter is just atrocious.
Shout out to Bo Nix, my guy.
So
once again, another supporter of the Splashcast coming through in the clutch for your boy.
So
this is a good one though. They both 3-1, but Cal is unranked.
I'm going. Both of them unranked, aren't they? I'm going Washington State.
Me too. But I think this one might be a dogfight.
Yep. Hampton don't play this week.
I don't think so.
What's the next game?
Nope, we play again October 8th against Maine.
So we're off this week.
Central versus Campbell. Going with Central.
Central's 4-0. They're ranked. Let's go, Central.
Yeah.
Central is ranked in the FCS.
Been rocking with them all season. I am not shaking today. Alabama State versus Texas Southern. I think both of these teams are 1-3.
I'm going Texas Southern. I'm a believer in Texas Southern's defense.
Oh, they made you into a believer, huh?
26-0. They sure did.
Pine Bluff versus Southern.
Guys, Southern got to get off the schneid, man. Got to get off the schneid.
Yeah, I still think they're a better team. Then you got PV at Grambling. I think Grambling.
I'm going PV.
Oh.
I'm going PV. I think Grambling is shaking. You also forgot FAMU Mississippi Valley State, but Mississippi Valley State going to beat them. And Alabama A&M versus Bethune-Cookman.
Wait. You think Mississippi Valley State is going to beat
FAMU? I'm sorry, FAMU's going to beat Mississippi Valley State.
That's the reason I left it off. I thought that was super obvious. I was immediately going to take that 6-pack, though. I might have took a 12 or a 24. Clear out my decks for you, my friend.
I'm interested to see Bethune-Cookman versus Alabama A&M. Bethune-Cookman is 1-2, but they had a very impressive outing last week. I think their quarterback and running back were like SWAC player of the weeks. So that's going to be an interesting game, too. Let's get to the pros.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Vikings. What's the first one? Vikings Saints.
Yes.
9:30 a.m. start in London. I'm going Vikings. I'm going Vikings just because the Saints, everybody is hurt, which I told y'all was going to happen. And again, once again, if they lose, I will be back here on Sunday and Monday to let y'all know that I told you so. That the Saints are ass. I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. I said it before the first game, before preseason. I said, hey, before the injuries come, before the excuses come, y'all niggas are trash. Sorry, I bleeped that word out. Y'all people are trash down there. Your team, not the people. But
yeah,
again,
I mean, they got Michael Thomas
so.
out. Jameis
Marcus May,
back,
Andrews Pete, Jameis, Alvin Kamara, Jarvis Landry, everybody. They about to play Taysom Hill out there. And Andy Dalton. That's who they went from Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill to Taysom Hill and Andy Dalton.
Live comes at you very fast. Very important game number 2, Browns versus Falcons. And I assume that Myles Garrett probably doesn't play.
What about Jadeveon Clowney? If you take both of their defensive ends away, I think we can beat them.
Man, I think we are some fortunate SOBs if we can get them with neither one of their defensive ends. I think that is best case scenario as far as I'm concerned. This is we're rocking with the Falcons on this.
We're picking the Falcons, but this is going to be an interesting game between the linebackers and running backs because you got Chubb and Hunt against Michael Walker and
Rashaan
Evans, and then you have Cordero, who's questionable, but he's probably going to play. Allgeier, and Avery Williams. The Falcons running back by committee versus the Browns linebackers.
It ain't no running back committee. It's a running back by Cordero.
Well, they're going to play Allgeier more. Cordero just got on.
Yeah.
Once he get on a roll, it's like.
I think that when he's hot, you got to feed him. Because when he's one of those guys, when he gets hot, he heats up.
Yeah.
For a guy who played wide receiver, he runs very aggressive.
Yep. So we both taking the Falcons. What's the next one? You skipped
this game. This game stinks. Oh nope. You're right. We need to go Bills versus Ravens.
Bills Ravens.
This is a good one too, boy.
I want Josh Allen to have a really, really good game for my fantasy team. But I think the Ravens are going
fish
to
reason.
I think the Ravens are going to win this game. It's just from the injury report alone, they look like they're the more healthy team.
They ain't even close.
So, and they're playing at home. Now, I mean, if there's anybody, and Josh Allen plays up when he has to play somebody, but if this is going to be a high-scoring game.
Oh, yeah, because you know both quarterbacks, while not super, need a lot of shine, they know that this is a battle. I'm going with Lamar.
I'm going Bills.
Wow.
I'm taking the Bills because of that defense. But I wouldn't be surprised if Lamar goes crazy.
Yeah, I think Lamar is Lamar. Try to put on a show.
Lamar is Lamar.
Lamar. I ain't betting that one though.
You don't have to.
That potentially would have me looking stupid. Speaking of stupid,
the Washington Commandos versus the Dallas
sucks.
Cowboys.
This is a trash game between Carson Wentz and Cooper Rush. I would rather stand outside.
I'm gonna pick the Eagles. I'm gonna pick the Eagles. Not gonna pick this game. The Eagles will beat whoever they play.
What the hell?
No,
pick the damn game.
I don't really care, man. I'm going Cowboys. Cowboys. I don't believe in Carson Wentz. I don't believe in Carson Wentz.
And I just like the world where Cooper Rush causes chaos, where there's no chaos, because one of you guys gets paid and one doesn't. This next game, very, 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 very interesting game. Lions versus Seahawks.
Lions over the Seahawks. We get the 500 up there in Detroit. Let's go, Detroit. When last time y'all seen 500 and it wasn't 0-0?
you'd think I want to pick the Lions, but Amon St. Rod and DeAndre Swift out is a lot on your offense.
Oh, they're
But
both
I
hurt?
just out.
didn't know that.
OUT out.
And Jonah Jackson. Yeah, nah, never mind.
And Seattle hasn't played as bad as I expected them to play. They haven't played terribly.
Yeah, I might go Seattle on this one. But the Lions defense should be able to contain Seattle's offense.
I'm going with the Lions. I've been rocking with the Lions quietly all season. Nothing changed.
I didn't know they were
today.
all. Well, they got what's his name? They got Williams as the backup running back.
Yeah.
It's the wide receiver that I'm kind of nervous about. But yeah, I'll stick with the Lions pick.
Another close team game here. Tight. Nope. Oh, Chargers versus Texans. Texans not.
Chargers, Texans. I'm taking the Chargers. Chargers are finally starting to get a little healthy.
I got to take the Chargers because I need Justin Herbert and Mike Williams to get it together, especially with Keenan Allen out and Texans still the Texans. Titans versus Colts. These are two super close match teams as far as I'm considered. And it's two top-tier running backs, Derrick Henry versus Jonathan Taylor.
I don't know what to do with this game, man. Like,
Me either. I told you all of these games are right. Like, you're picking. These are cousins.
Whatever. I mean, it could be the Titans. It could be the Colts. Like, I mean, they're the same team. That's basically what they are. They are the same team. I would. They have two
quarterbacks who's probably seen his best times, and a running back
who is young but overworked. Like, and then they have some receivers.
both overworked.
I'm taking the Colts because the Colts have better receivers. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, and Derrick Henry hadn't got it going yet for me enough.
He's lost a step.
But I feel like I'm picking the Titans.
I'm taking the Colts.
I know what the Colts are. I'm going. Something in my gut just telling me stay away from the Colts. I think it's that game versus Texas that kind of soured me on them. I don't trust them. Oh boy, yeah. Right on time. Another evenly matched game here. Chicago Bears versus Giants.
Both these teams are 2-1. How many of y'all saw that happening?
I don't think they saw that happening. That's like pop.
The Bears
don't bet
do
on us.
not throw the ball. They've thrown the ball 45 times in 3 games. 45.
Why would you throw the ball if
Josh Allen threw the ball 63 times against the Dolphins. They've thrown the ball 45 times in 3 games. 45. That's literally.
Both of these organizations you don't trust at all.
And everybody's hurt. David Montgomery, Dane, we don't know your name, Jalen Johnson, Ryan Griffin, Matt Adams, Kadarius Toney, Wan'Dale Robinson, Leonard Williams, Cordell Flott, Nick McLeod, Robert Quinn. I mean, damn, like both rosters are hurt. I'm going
It's
Giants.
100% a do not bet.
I'm going with East Rutherford, New Jersey Giants.
Give me the Bears.
Rod got a 12-pack on it. It's right there in the chat. Rod got a 12-pack on it. What's up?
I ain't betting on the Bears.
Boo. Everybody boo him in the comments. Boo.
You could think about what you're booing me for. I won't bet on the
I know
Giants.
what I'm booing you for. I know what I'm booing you for.
The Giants.
Boo. Jags, Eagles. Ride with the boo. Jags, Eagles.
Bet with the Bears. You must think I'm stupid. I'm going Eagles.
Hey, man. All these people we called out T's and P's to Tua, called out Tua. He was performing. You called out old boy. Said he ain't really done nothing. Trevor Lawrence. He out there balling now.
Is he?
Yes.
Let's go look and see what old Trevor Lawrence is doing. I think he's still playing mediocre.
How has he been mediocre? I think he threw for like 300 yards.
No.
You don't think so?
September 11th, 275 yards. September 18th, 235 yards.
Yeah, the 18th.
September 25th, 262 yards.
How many
Nope,
touchdowns?
he ain't broke the 300. I don't believe that.
How many touchdowns?
6. 1,
That's
2,
not
3.
bad. That's not bad.
That looked
275
like
and 2
that
touchdowns
looked like
a game.
Dak Prescott to me. That looked like
And Dak Prescott
look-
got paid a lot of money. He's franchise quarterback.
Okay.
Dak Prescott is franchise quarterback.
Yes, and Dak Prescott was a 4th round pick. Trevor Lawrence is the highest recruited quarterback of the recent era.
No, it's not. I thought
Big
Arch
difference.
Manning, though.
Well, I mean, until Arch.
So, what'd that mean?
One of these guys was always supposed. Trevor Lawrence has been number 1 since he was in middle school.
What does
Dak
that have
was
to do?
just-
What does that have? What does that have to do with that?
Those two things should not be the same to me.
Oh man, that's bullshit. Man, Tom Brady was a 6th round pick and is the greatest quarterback of all time. Come on, man.
Fair, but I hold one of you guys to a much higher standard.
Man, whatever. I feel like that is horse manure. But I will take the
Leave
Eagles
what you want to.
because the Eagles are a very multi-dimensional offense, and they are very hard to coach against, scheme against. Now the Jags defense, they do have the one player. There's only probably a handful of players in the league that you could that you could use to scheme against this Eagles mesh point offense. Trayvon Walker for the Jags has been playing, the number 1 overall pick, has been playing out of his mind. He's got like 3 sacks. I can't remember how many sacks. I think it's 3 sacks. A interception. Like 6 tackles for loss. 2 pass breakups. Like he's literally doing everything. So if there's one player that can do all of that can slow them down, is him. But the Eagles have the best offensive line in the league. So
Give me the Eagles.
yeah, he's got Trayvon Walker's got 2 sacks, 8 total tackles, 6 tackles for loss, an interception, 2 pass defense, a fumble recovery. Like he's everywhere. Let's go Jets Steelers. Going Steelers.
Another
going with the black
evenly
coach.
matched team. Yeah. But Flacco is producing.
Man.
That sounds so stupid.
I'm going
That
Steelers.
sounds stupid. I also don't believe in Mitch Trubisky. That's what makes this very difficult.
No, I don't believe in Mitchell Trubisky either. I also don't believe in the Jets. The Jets are not a good team.
First of all, think about that. Joe Flacco right now is probably still a better quarterback than Mitch Trubisky.
So I mean, it's Pittsburgh is only a 3.5 point favorite. The over under is 41.5 points.
Get Tomlin. Put the other boy in the game, man. Put Kenny Pickett in.
Kenny Pickett and George Pickens are gonna go crazy.
I don't know what these teams are doing.
Did you see that thing I put in the group where George Pickens was pissed
Yes.
off and Pickett
Pissed.
he was
And
mad.
that's how I feel about this game. I would 100% pick the Steelers if I knew that Pickett was going to start.
Well, I'm
But
still
another
picking
game of
the
Mitch Trubisky, I don't know what to do with this game. I'm picking the Jets. And I'm an idiot for it.
6-pack.
No. Why do you
man,
just
that-
think you're going to hustle me with the worst games that I can bet? You asked me to bet the Bears.
That's the
Ask me
fun.
to-
You don't. Why would you only bet the games that you know you're gonna win? Like, no, you bet the games that you are unsure about. That makes betting fun.
No, I'm cool with the unsure, but just not the stupidest teams in the NFL.
Why not?
No.
It's unpredictable. You know you're gonna get a double reverse pass in this game from somebody. You know some wild shit about to happen to Jets Steelers.
Yo, I don't ever want my team. Yeah, what's your team? They unpredictable as hell, boy.
They're unpredictable as you know they about to go off.
You don't know what they gonna do. Oh my God. This is Cardinals versus Panthers. I think that Kyler has to
isn't
earn
Christian
his money
McCaffrey hurt?
here. Ain't he always?
Christian McCaffrey is questionable. Laviska Shenault is questionable. Marquise Haynes,
And I don't think McCaffrey's
AJ Green,
practiced all
Rashad
week.
Lawrence, Ezekiel Turner, Rondell Moore. Man, I don't know.
Cards for
I'll take the
Norwood.
Cardinals because I believe in Kyler more than I believe in Baker.
Didn't they both go to Texas Tech? Right at the same time ish.
No, they were at Kyler started at Texas A&M, and he was there right after Johnny Manziel.
He's right.
And then he transferred to. He was there with Sumlin, and then he transferred to Oklahoma. Baker started out at SMU, and then went to, or was it Texas Tech? SMU or Texas Tech?
Texas Tech. And
Left,
then
and
ended up-
then he went to Oklahoma, walked on, became the starter, and won the Heisman.
Yeah.
Patriots, Packers.
These games are. Packers. Mac Brown out. I don't even know who their quarterback. Brian Hoyer.
Yeah, going Packers. Going Packers on that one.
If Aaron Rodgers loses to Brian Hoyer, there will be hell to pay on this earth.
And now what we would like to call the disappointing bowl. The Denver Broncos, who are probably the worst 2-1 team I've seen since the Chicago Bears of this
With
year.
one of the stupidest coaches today.
My man hired a consultant after game 2 to help manage decisions.
Yeah, I ain't really the best decision maker. Boy, if I was the owner of that team, I have to
that's
take
why
it.
he gonna be a good
I
coach.
would
This gonna work
slap.
out.
I would have to slap him, bro. You telling me that I just hired you for this job and you got to hire somebody else to make the decision?
Hey man,
Bro, that's your
you
job.
gotta be positive.
That's
You gotta
your
be positive. Look, I see that you recognize your flaws and you made changes immediately. This
You're
may
the
work.
coach and you hire somebody.
I'm going with.
I can't.
See, I don't know who the Raiders' other receivers are besides Devontae Adams. I mean, I know you got,
Broncos. Just know Norwood is Broncos.
but Hunter Renfro is out, and ooh,
Why I dropped him so quick off my fantasy team, boy. He didn't get to the
They're
first
playing
practice
in Vegas?
if he was cut.
I'll take Broncos. I'll take Broncos to go 3-1 and surprise some people. I'll take Broncos.
I'm taking Broncos too. You know how I feel about the Vegas quarterback. So Chiefs versus Bucks. Mahomes all day.
I mean, the Bucks just don't have anybody. Like, everybody's hurt. They have no receivers. They get Mike Evans back, but I mean,
Chiefs.
I'll
And
take-
you have an angry Tom Brady too, boy. 2-2.
I'll take the Chiefs. 49ers,
Yeah,
Rams in San
Perryman,
Francisco.
Jones, Russell Gage, and Godwin out at receiver.
Yeah.
That ain't fair. I hate to see that for Tom.
I don't give a fuck. Tom. Rams, 49ers. Nobody's hurt except for, what's his name? Jimmy G, who has been caught on camera saying that Kyle Shanahan's plays suck.
Wait, hold on. First of all, there you go with that shit again. Why did you find this out and then never tell me? I've never seen that video.
I put it in the group. He was walking off the field, and he was like, man, these effing plays suck, is what he mouthed. And
Also, let me be very clear. As a person who drinks the Kyle Shanahan Kool-Aid, Jimmy G, you're an idiot. I feel like that's dumb. He's one of the best coaches, offensive play calls in the NFL.
history.
Let's go ahead and clarify that. And I'm gonna tell you, you know a guy who doesn't believe that? Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
I've actually seen the difference between Shanahan being on an offense and not being on an offense. So for you to say something like that is egregious, embarrassing, and the worst part about this whole ordeal is you're just a mediocre quarterback at best. You specialize in being mediocre.
So
You
who you
stink.
Who
You
picking?
suck.
Who you picking?
Taking the Rams.
I think the Rams
Easy.
defense will be a little overwhelming. I mean, if they, I just don't believe in Jimmy G. That's who I believe the 49ers can
That
beat
is
the
the
Rams.
reason I'm so offended by him talking about Kyle Shanahan.
I was about to say,
You
I just
couldn't
don't
call-
believe in Jimmy G though.
I will give you a headset tomorrow, Jimmy G. You would not be able to. That's so egregious. That. I am perturbed.
I'm gonna go Rams. I'm gonna go Rams here. I can't pick Jimmy G. I've seen enough of his foolishness to not pick him. And I think that's it. That's all the games, right?
Yep,
Braves
that
over
is.
Mets. We're gonna pick Braves over Mets today. Braves over Mets tomorrow. Braves over Mets forever. Braves
Let's
over
go,
Mets.
baby. Congratulations, you guys did it yesterday. Y'all played your ass off. Y'all,
Braves,
hey,
Mets.
y'all changed his name from Jacob DeGrom to Jacob DeGone because y'all kept sending him out of there.
Yeah.
Y'all know that team. That's our baby right there. It means so
we
much
say-
to us, man.
We say when we want people to get paid, we say pay that person, and when they deserve it, hey
Charlie.
Braves, pay Dansby Swanson.
Oh yes, that's
Hey,
talking about
go-
Charlie Morton getting that
Charlie
money.
Morton, congrats. We gonna bring you back 1 year. He got a good deal. 1 year, $20 million. I'll play for $20 million. Bet.
I'll let
he's
check
he's
my-
like bet every.
on one of the best teams in the world. Yes, I will take this.
you don't gotta
surely.
do nothing, and I don't got to bat no more. You don't gotta do nothing.
But yes, Matt
Braves.
Olson is Matt Olson.
Yeah, he played
Dansby
well.
Swanson.
Austin Riley, the new Chipper Jones.
Thank you guys
the new
for,
Freddie.
for just. I appreciate you guys for acting like y'all got some damn sense. You know, we have so many issues with our teams using their own common sense and just playing their game. Thank you guys for being on your absolute best behavior. I understand why people have favorite children. I 100% understand. Because they just do the simple things right.
Right now, on the spot, asking you right now, college football. Who is the most overrated team right now?
Well, it was Notre Dame. I think we figured them out.
Nah,
Jig is once again
I'm
up.
talking about as of 10/1/2022 at 12:15. Who is the most overrated school right now?
I think Ohio State.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
I don't think that they're the number 3 team in the country. Nor Michigan. Actually, I think they're both fraud.
I think it's Tennessee.
And Clemson at 5. I think
I
3,
think it's
4,
10.
5.
I think it's Tennessee.
3, 4 fraudulent.
I think it's Tennessee.
I don't
Tennessee
think so.
is the most.
No.
I think they are.
Tennessee's not a great team, but they're a good football team.
Damn, Michigan scored already. 7-0.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are not going to sit here and watch the game.
Oh,
in
sorry,
your
guys.
face.
My bad. I forgot y'all were here for a
Yes.
second. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of Saturday Morning Live. We appreciate y'all for tuning in with us. Sorry about the Instagram feed going down. Don't know what happened. We were literally just sitting here.
Instagram hates us. They've been hating on us ever since the community continues to grow. They've been hating, and that's fine. We still the realest podcast in the world. Can't stop, won't stop. Rockefeller Records.
With that being
it
said,
has been,
man. Oh, go ahead.
It's been a fantastic Sunday. Always remember, Monday Night Raw 7:30, Central Standard Time 8:30, Eastern Standard Time. Tuesday around the league. ATL edition. Wednesday Splashcast 36 pack. It is a lot of bars on this next one. I just got finished with it earlier today. Then Thursday around the league for anybody who missed it. And then, of course, Saturday, we will be right back here like every Saturday, betting beers. Thank you guys.